What kind of fucking person are you? You fucking low-life fucking clown. You want fucking clout, so you beat up a guy that's fucking half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to fucking hurt.
Have you spoke to anybody in the hospital, anybody close to Stu? How is he doing?
Yeah. I could zoom out and read it, but the gist of it was, he remembers mostly what happened during the early parts of the day. He's talking a little bit. He's alert. He's still got some injuries that are very serious. Not like, life-threatening serious, but like, facial injuries, stuff like that.
Before y'all judge me any further, just please let me explain. Ready? That's a receipt. That's all the I told Raja to do. Now my life is ruined over your lie. I am not responsible for what another grown-ass man decides to do.
What do you think should happen next? What should happen to Raja?
Yeah, it's difficult, vengeance isn't for me or anybody. It's for a higher power. But, I feel like he could help himself if he got some mental help.
Syko Stu's friend has finally shared an update on his condition after Rampage Jackson's brutal attack that nearly cost the wrestler his life. Stu's family continues to demand justice, furious that Raja still walks free despite the near-fatal assault caught on livestream.
An update on Stu. He looks like he's doing a little bit better in hospital. He seems like he's responsive and he's with his family. Have you had a chance at all to speak to him or anyone from his family today or the last couple of days to see what the updates are?
I've been trying to give him privacy for the most part. The thing is, I'm one of the less senior people there at Knox. Like, if you talk about, I've only been there maybe 2.5 years, right? He's got friends that have been there for 20 plus years, even Rusev's known him so long, right? So they're the ones visiting. I called my buddy Maverick, the real McKeel. We talked. He gave me an update, and the best part about that is he needs his rest and his space, and his family needs their rest and their space. And I don't want to be an extra person pushing in on time they could be spending with him.
Doug Malawa also lashes out at Rampage Jackson, blasting him for what he calls a stupid mentality. He recalls trying to break things up in the ring when Raja suddenly shot for a sloppy double leg and then punched him in the eye despite Malwas not even being hostile. He calls Raja a young loser and a low-life clown for attacking a half-conscious man and striking someone who was only trying to stop the fight, saying Jackson is lucky he was already exhausted from his
We're in the ring and I'm breaking it up and he shoots a fucking double leg on me. By the way, work a better fucking double leg, you fucking prick. And then I'm telling you to fucking calm down. I'm not even fucking fighting. I'm not even being fucking hostile. Then you're trying to fucking work and get lower, do this, change positions, and I'm over here having to swim with you, all this other shit. And then you fucking punch me in the fucking eye after we're breaking it up, you fucking loser. That's why you got fucking headbutt, and that's why I fucking punch you, and you're fucking lucky I was tired from the match before this. What kind of fucking person are you? You fucking low-life fucking clown. You want fucking clout, so you beat up a guy that's fucking half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to fucking hurt.
Syko Stu's friend believes Rampage Jackson would have killed Stu if he hadn't stepped in. He says Raja clearly wanted to keep attacking and insists he would have done the same to him. If he had managed to take him down, Malawa blasts Raja for being a bully, pointing out that instead of seeking therapy or help for his issues, he uses his father's name and training to hurt people who aren't prepared for that kind of violence.
What is wrong with you?
So, do you think he wanted to continue beating up Stu?
I think he would have killed him.
If you didn't stop it, right?
I promise you he would have killed him. He would have killed me if he would have got the best of me. If he would have took my legs out from under me like he was trying to, he was going to do the same thing to me that he did to Stu. Clearly, you watched the stream when he's walking away. I'm tired of people fucking with me. I don't care how many times you've been in your life, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you got a fucking problem with the fucking world and the people around you, change your fucking people around you. Change it up a little bit. Go to therapy. Get some fucking help. Don't take it out on everybody else. And then you want to train by one of the best fighters to ever fucking live, your fucking father, use his fucking clout, use his fucking knowledge, and then you want to hurt people that don't fucking train like that? You're a fucking bully. You're a
Malawa reflected on being one of the only people who stepped in to protect Syko Stu, admitting he often thought about what could have happened if he wasn't there. He said he was grateful it was him who carried that burden. explaining that. A younger teammate named Doom, only 17 years old, had also tried to help Malawa, stressed he would have been devastated if the teenager had gotten seriously hurt, saying the thought of that alone would have been unbearable.
Yeah, so to get started with it, what actually happened to Stu? How bad are his injuries?
Broken facial bones is from what I'm hearing. Missing teeth. Has no recollection of what happened. Incoherent. And then even from the people closest to it now that I'm disassociating with, they won't even put up the full story. Stu's pretty fucked up. I'll put it this way. What happened yesterday is he choked on his own blood.
On his own teeth, I heard.
Yeah, teeth and blood.
And he lost all of his teeth? Right?
A lot of them, yeah. Broken facial bones. He was out on the slam, and then the guy had made contact multiple times. I remember seeing that, kind of being in shock, and then I just went. Aside of that, running in, there was other people that could have got involved that I made eye contact with, but they just stayed by the stage. Let me put it this way. I'm sorry to Stu that the people that said that they were your...
Malwis explained what happened when he tried to pull Rampage Jackson away from Syko Stu, saying his first thought was to avoid slamming Raja onto Stu's body. Instead, he tried to get under Raja's arm and drag him to the side. In that moment, Raja turned on him. Shooting for a double leg takedown and trying to dump him on his head, Malwis revealed he ended up with stitches from the struggle and believed Raja was attempting to do to him exactly what he had just done to...
Having this moment with his family, because I was reviewing the footage and, you know, you were kind of like the only guy that stepped up and went in there and handled the situation. I mean, at least it shows you, right? Like, you intervening when you did, you know, it did so much. Like, in your head, do you ever think about, oh man, like, luckily I was there? Like, in your head, do you think, man, imagine if I wasn't? Because if you weren't there, you didn't intervene when you did, I'd hate to think what would have happened, right?
Yeah, I do think that, and I am grateful that it was me of all people. Not only to eat the burden, but also I think about with the kid Doom, the first one with the makeup that tried to pull him off.
Yeah,
he's 17. He's a baby, right? And I would have been so devastated if he had gotten hurt too. You know, that would have been, I would have been inconsolable.
Meanwhile, Tim Welch reacts to the situation by saying that since Rampage Jackson's son has money, he will likely have strong legal support, but the case can still be treated as attempted murder. He warns about the dangers of street fights, explaining that once someone is already knocked out, continuing to strike them can easily become deadly and land a person in prison. Welch calls the attack disturbing and says that if the victim were his own father, he would be furious. He adds that while Syko Stu has regained consciousness, the overall outlook remains unfavorable.
We get to see exactly what happened, but I know you've got the bandages there. What happened, man? Like, did he let off a few shots on you? What happened in those exchanges between you two?
Yeah, I got stitches right here. What happened was when I first came in there, my goal was to not tackle him onto Stu. I went in, I looked, I assessed, and I said, I have to pull him away from Stu. So that's why I went to the outside and got under an armpit and tried to throw him off to the side. And when I did that, you know, if you look at the video, you could see him shoot for a double leg on me and try to take me down. He was working the whole time to try to get an advantage, get my legs, dump me on my head so he could do the same thing to me that he did to Stu.
Michael Chandler reacted to the Rampage Jackson incident, saying Raja needs guidance, not punishment. He explained Raja isn't a bad kid, just made a bad choice. Chandler added that if he takes Raja under his wing and gets him around good kids like Hap and Ace, they can turn his life around. On the other hand, AJ Mana was seen encouraging Raja to attack Syko Stu instead of calming him down. Fans believe this fueled the violent attack, and now Mana faces backlash for making things worse instead of preventing them.
Page's got money. I mean, they're going to have some good lawyers. But it might be attempted murder. I mean, God, that's the thing. You got to be careful getting in street fights. If you can avoid street fights, avoid them. Especially if you got a temper tantrum. Maybe if you know a little jiu-jitsu and you get in a street fight here and there, it's okay. You can take care of yourself, get in a good position. But once you crack somebody and then you start seeing red and you're not thinking about what you're doing and you're punching them and they're already knocked out, good chance you're going to kill them. And now you might be in the pen. So, I mean, that was up. That was fucked up. If that kid, if that guy was my dad or something, I would be fucking furious. So hopefully this guy comes out of it all right. They said he came to, and it's not looking good.
Doug Malwis believes Raja Jackson's attack was fueled by his issues with his father and AJ Mana's influence. He says he dislikes Raja for what he did, but calls AJ even worse for pushing him into it. Malwis explains AJ used Raja to do his dirty work, since he also had problems with the victim. He adds AJ never handled his own fights, often losing small scraps, and instead pressured Raja trained by one of the best fighters to carry it out.